So what did we read yesterday? Okay. There's more than kings. Give me that. Come on now. What did we read yesterday, Shay? Okay, I'll just go back a little bit. We'll recap it. Daniel, sit up. Uh, we read that Jesus healed on the Sabbath. Okay, and all the Karens of the world. Well, first, um, some of his disciples were eating wheat walking down the road. Remember? And then the Karens were like, "Oh, you're working on the Sabbath, me." You know, and they were like the Karens of the time, not minding their own business, putting Jesus' stuff on blast. So they went and ran and snitched on him and tattletale on Jesus. Yeah, like you do on your sisters all the time. You snitch out your sisters all the time. So I tell you, snitches get stitches, yo. Yeah, well, a snitch is just as bad as dog poop. No, we shouldn't tattletale on each other, man. And they shouldn't have tattletaled on Jesus. But if they didn't do it, the prophecies would never have came true. Jesus would have never died for sins the way it happened. Like God set all this in motion for God had them eat that wheat on purpose. God had those Karens be Karens on purpose because it's all in God's plans and it's all just a way God wanted it to all work out. And this all works out because that's what gets set in the motion for Jesus to be put on the cross. Okay? And what did he go on the cross for? Does anyone know why Jesus went on the cross?
Because he died.
For what?
Because they killed Jesus.
But why?
Because.
Why did Jesus go on the cross? Because why?
So they can till you go out for Jesus on the cross.
Jesus went on the cross to die for our sins.
Yeah.
So we can be forgiven of the sins. Okay, let's use another word instead of sins. For being naughty. Okay, Jesus died on the cross for us to be naughty and be forgiven for the naughty things that we do. Okay? Not so we can be naughty, but so we can be forgiven for the naughty that we do. That's why. That is exactly why. All right, let's just listen. All right, so we are Matthew chapter 12, verse 22. It's Jesus and the prince of demons. Then a demon-possessed man who was blind and could speak was brought to Jesus. He healed him. Oh, we read this actually last night. Yeah, we read this too. That's where demon healed on the Sabbath. Jesus healed on the Sabbath too. And yeah, we ended at the end of this page actually. So, okay, signs of Jonah. So let me read this part. It says, the words you say will, oh, okay, hang on. All right, we'll just go here. A tree is identified by its fruits. If a tree is good, its fruits will be good. If a tree is bad, I feel like we just read that. We did read that a few chapters ago, huh?
Yeah.
This is Jesus repeating. Okay, again, a tree is identified by its fruits. If a tree is good, if the fruits will be good. If the tree is bad, the fruits is bad. You brood snakes, how could evil men like you speak is good and right? For whatever it is in your heart determines what you say. A good person produces good things from the treasury of a good heart. An evil person produces evil things from the treasury of an evil heart. And I tell you this, you must give an account on judgment day for every idle word you speak. You hear that? The words you say will either acquit you or condemn you.
I don't know what that means.
So that means when like you tell lies, you're gonna have to account for every lie you tell. It's the things you say, what comes out of your mouth, how you treat people. Okay, it's either gonna like you're either gonna get a hug, an attaboy, like good job for talking that way, or it's gonna condemn you. You're gonna be like frowned upon. Like, why did you talk like that? Why did you say those things you said? Why? You're gonna have to account for it. The sign of Jonah. One day, some teachers of religious law and Pharisees came to Jesus and said, "Teacher, we want you to show us the Miralash." Sorry, I cannot read great. Malicious sign to prove your authority. But Jesus replied, "Oh, and only an evil adulteress generated would determine a miraculous sign. But the only sign I will give them is the sign of the prophet of Jonah. For as Jonah was in the belly of a great fish for 3 days and 3 nights, so will the Son of Man be in the heart of the earth for 3 days and 3 nights. The people of the ninth the people of the ninth will stand up against this generation on judgment day and condemn con, and condemned for it. For they sit up. You're being very distracting, both of you. I can't read with the you guys doing this in my eye. Okay, show respect. Sit still. Listen. Thank you. Um, something's not right. Yeah, Sam, something's not right. Hang on, guys.
Something not right.
No, something's not going right.
Yes.
What the heck?